Welcome back to Purbeck Farmer 22, where myself, MrSealyp, teaches MrsSealyp Farming Simulator 22 for episode 3 with me and MrsSealyp. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Myself and MrsSealyp. It's been a minute, hasn't it?
Hello. It has. It's been a while, and I've forgotten everything. So we're going to start from scratch.
I was really hoping you'd remembered some of what we were doing. Now we have managed to resolve one of the problems we've got, one of many problems we've got. We've managed to resolve one. We haven't managed to resolve one. The problem we had in the last episode when we were harvesting, and MrsSealyp, when she was in the harvester, because I wanted her to have a go at driving a harvester and that kind of thing, and it didn't work. And it was a simple fix. It was that obvious thing. A few people messaged, and I was just talking to MrsSealyp about this. There's many people messaged to say it's one thing, and then there's many people messaged to say it was something else. It turned out it was because she hadn't joined my farm. So it was my harvest that we were doing because she hadn't joined my farm. Although she had contractor access, she needed to be on my farm for it to work. So what she's going to do is she's going to jump in the harvester, and it should work. Now the problem we had when we came to unload was because she hadn't joined my farm, and she has also taken on a harvest contract, which is also going to the same sell point. Because she was on her farm, when she unloaded that first load, she drove it down, she unloaded it. It didn't put it in for my contract, it put it in for hers because she was still on her farm. So that's where we went wrong. So what we're going to do is when we move over to do her contract, the first load we unload, I will stay on my farm and I will unload it, so we should balance out, I think. I don't know. We'll give it a go. But look, she's harvesting.
Sort of.
Will she harvest in a straight line? That's the question.
Oh, undoubtedly not.
And it's working. Look, it's working. Awesome. So, first problem solved. How you doing, MrsSealyp? All good?
I am very well, thank you very much, MrSealyp. How are you?
I'm all right.
What am I doing wrong?
No. I was going to say, it's been a weird old week, isn't it?
It has. We've had some trauma, haven't we, this week?
We have had some trauma, and MrsSealyp has been, as she always is, my absolute rock. It's kept me sane, helped me through everything, just been absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much, MrsSealyp. You are the wonder.
You are most welcome, MrSealyp. Now, do I have to lift the header to turn?
You should. That's what you should do in a real life. You would, and then swing it around. Round in a straight line.
No, I just went down and oh my
goodness. Where are you going? I'm back. I'm backing away.
See,
like I'm going to end.
We might have solved one problem, but we haven't solved the problem that is MrSealyp.
Every problem we solve, we gain 2 more exponential problems.
Right, hold on.
So yeah, the plan is we're going to clear this field, which is mine. Then we're going to go down, and the next challenge for MrSealyp is going to be that she's going to put her header onto a header trailer. So I did that all for her last time. So she's going to put her own header onto her own header trailer. She's going to drive the harvest. No, I'd already moved it all. All you had to do was all you did was hook up to the trailer. I'd put it on there.
Okay.
And then you drove the harvester out, didn't you? Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
And you'll have to.
We've got that lovely shot of it balanced on a wall.
Yeah, and then I'll have to join your farm. Now we'll have to make sure, for contract work especially, this is very important. That I say it's very important. For some people it is, some people it isn't. You want to make sure you get every scrap of crop you can. The other thing you want to make sure you're doing, if you look at your header at the moment, half of your header is not harvesting anything.
Okay.
More than half your harvester header. So in reality, you would be using fuel, you'd be going across the field, and you're not maximising your harvester to its full potential. Actually, let's move this out of the way. So you need to make sure that your harvester header is pretty much across. I'm just thinking, are we better going up and down the field? No, across the field's better, I think. Puts less strain on the harvester because then you're not. Every time you go up the hill, it's requiring more effort, more strain on the engine. It burns more fuel, that kind of stuff. Again, in reality,
so
in
you
games,
actually have wear and tear on
you really need to use your brakes. be a little. You need. I know we keep saying this. You need to be a little bit more gentle on the controls, all of them. So when you accelerate just a little bit, just to get you moving, enough to turn, because you seem to accelerate, but you kind of nail it. You've got to remember on your controllers, it's progressive, so you can just accelerate a tiny little bit. You don't have to go full. No, it's cool. It's cool. Again, you're learning. It's all good. And also, you'll get more fluid when you get to the end of the field. You'll get to a point where you can raise the header and turn all in one go. You'll just get into the habit of doing it. Like I say, again, most comments I think from everyone have been really nice, very positive, very friendly, very helpful. You always get the odd ones that are a little bit, but the thing I have to keep saying to myself, I'm thousands of hours into this, and when I say that, that's no exaggeration. And everyone that plays the game for long periods of time are exactly the same. From FS15 to 17 to 19 to 22, it's thousands of hours of gameplay. And after thousands of hours of gameplay, things become just intuitive. You just get so used to doing them, you don't think about it. The muscle memory kicks in and you just do it. Whereas you're a few hours in. Not even hundreds of hours, you're a few hours in, so of course it's going to be...
Less than 10, I would say.
Less than 10, and there you go. You're already adjusting, trying to keep on the edge of the crop, and you're getting maximum in. How are you looking for fill level? Bottom right, what's it telling you for how much you've got in there?
Hold on, I can't take my eyes off this. Otherwise there will be a big streak of harvesting right down the middle. I am not very good at multitasking.
You are in the real world.
I am. I just never driven a tractor before. So, hold on a second. Lift header. There we go. Right. It says 35%.
Oh, is that all? I'll keep cracking away. Brilliant stuff. I thought I'd need to unload, but no, that's good. You crack on. While you're doing that, we can just chat. We can just chat about general stuff, and then, like I said, we'll get this done. Then we'll get on to yours, because there's something we need to talk about, isn't there? We have been offered a job.
Yes, I don't know why, because they're obviously relying on you, and I just do cooking and stuff.
It's no, not at all. It's continuation of training, isn't it? We've been offered a job in the west of Ireland. I know a lot of people have been asking for it. Hey, it's going to happen. So west of Ireland, we've been offered a job by the McConnon family, who we know quite well. Mick McConnon owns a few farms, but he's a bit elderly now, and he's decided to retire. Phil and Trish McConnon, they're running one of the farms, and they've asked, would we be prepared to come over, because they know MrSealyp's learning, and she wants to get into a bit more farming. Would we come over and tenant farm one of their farms for them? So we've decided we're going to go across. Yeah, overseas job offer. We're going to go to Ireland, to Ballyspring, and we're going to do something. I know we've only just started here on Purbeck, but we did discuss it, and we had so many people message after I did the map tour saying, you and MrSealyp have got to go over and do Ballyspring. And when I was doing the map tour, MrSealyp came over and I called. I said, you've got to look at this. And we were looking at the piglets and the lambs and the chicks and the ducklings, all that kind of stuff. And I thought, you know what? I want to really play on it. So we thought, why not? We'll combine the two. We'll do a bit on there, and if we've got the two, we can run it as we are doing it now. So we're technically two separate farms, or we can have one farm combined, and I can be off doing one job while MrSealyp is doing something else. But what I like about that map as well is a lot of grasswork stuff on there. Being an Irish map, a lot of... So I was just watching in the distance while I was talking. There's a lot of grasswork stuff on there. So things like doing silage and doing baling, and which is something that MrSealyp hasn't done yet either. Plus there's all the new animal types and a few things we can do. So I thought that might be a nice way we can change things up a little bit. So after this episode, we're going to get our harvest done now. Whatever we make, whatever money we got is what we're going to take with us. We're going to take it with us. We'll see... I say I'm not sure. We're going to have a look. We might have to go for an old classic Deutz-Fahr for you, MrSealyp.
Ooh, I love a Deutz-Fahr.
Oh, okay, because I think your big old monster Deutz-Fahr might be a bit big for the lanes on Ballyspring.
No, I love a Deutz-Fahr as long as it's still a Deutz-Fahr.
Oh yeah, there's loads of really nice classic ones.
I spent a very happy weekend at Deutz-Fahr with MrSealyp.
You did. You really enjoyed that, didn't you?
I did. I found going around and seeing how a tractor is made literally from the very first screw was just amazing.
Show it wasn't you, was it? You've tabbed out. Oh, there you go. Whoa, well done, well recovered.
Do you want to come and empty this?
What's it showing?
Harvester. It's showing I'm at 73%.
Can do. Well, if you turn round and put your pipe out.
Turn around towards your.
So no, the way you were going. So as if you're going to do another run down the field, because at the moment, if you open your pipe, you're on the other side. So if you turn round, you could technically carry on harvesting like we did in the last episode. We tried to do it on the move, but if you don't want to do it on the move, that's not a problem. But if you do, because I'm in the tractor this time, so you can harvest as you normally do, as you have been doing. I'll just run alongside you and unload while you're still driving. But you need to put your pipe out, so don't forget. Was it L1? It was L1, wasn't it? L1 and...
L1 and down.
There we go. So if you just harvest along the thing, I'll just come alongside and unload.
Oh, my header up. I should distract it. That's not best practice, is it?
No, that's a harvesting faux pas.
It's a faux pas.
Yeah, we'll get comments.
We will. I'm very sorry, Sealy peeps.
So on, keep going.
I'm just climbing
You're all
up.
good. Okay, sorry. You're doing a really good job, aren't you? There you go. Right.
I'll be fine as long as you let me harvest your field. I can't do this coming up alongside and...
Oh, that's fine. We can do that. Well, you can... Yeah, we'll do what you want. You're making a very good harvester operator.
Yes. I'll have to go and offer my services at Dixon Scott Farm.
Yes.
I would love to go there. I'm very jealous that you and all your YouTuber friends love Caleb. Although I'm more of a Jezza fan, really.
You are, aren't you? It's funny because people are very divided. If you stop when you get to the end, and then I can just, yeah, I'll just stay there. Why is that stopped? Is that everything? Are you fully unloaded?
I am.
Oh, okay, keep going now. I've got plenty of room in the trailer, so you can just keep cracking away, and I'll wait for the next load. I'll probably get it all in this one, actually. So this is where we might have a problem, because I'm not going to complete my contract because I made that mistake. So yeah, I don't know if I will.
I'm £5,000 better off for it, so thank you very much.
Yeah, no, you're more than welcome.
Any day of the week you just want to put £5,000 into my bank account, that would be fine.
But the problem we've got now is, if I haven't got enough to fulfil my contract, what are we harvesting? We're harvesting canola. Is your harvest contract for canola as well? It was, wasn't it?
I think it might be.
I was trying to think, what else were we going to talk about? There was something else. My mind's gone completely blank. I'm sure it's the medication and stuff. I'm really struggling to... It's because I've turned 50, that's what it is. My mind's gone now. My mind's shot. It was shot before.
Cannot tell you how happy I am that MrSealyp is now 50. I was 50 in April, and he hasn't let me forget it.
I have
any
not.
Day. And now I can say, well, so you.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Just this section down here now.
So, question.
Yes.
Is there anything stopping you just driving the harvester randomly round a field? You don't have to harvest in straight lines, do you?
I'm not
going to do it.
No, it's all down to efficiency. That's all it is. A farmer will look at their field and they will work out the most efficient way of harvesting that field with the least amount of turns as possible. So if you've got a field that was half a mile wide and 2 miles long, you wouldn't go across the half a mile side to side because you're doing so many turns, it's ridiculous. You would do the 2 mile run, then turn, 2 mile run, 2 mile, but they won't do it randomly because it's about fuel, it's about everything. It's just making sure you're as efficient as possible. That's generally speaking.
I am not a harvesting god, obviously, but I'm doing a lot better than I was when we played the other day. Yeah, you are. You seem a lot more. You're a lot more gentle on the controls. You're not. That's because you told me to be.
Well, no, because when you first start out, it's no different to driving a new car or any vehicle you get in. You're not sure how the steering's going to be, how sensitive it's going to be, and you might oversteer or understeer depending on and speeds and things like that. And as you start to get used to those small nuances, you can take it a little bit easier, and you're turning a lot more controlled now. You haven't gone through the hedges. I'm just watching now, seeing haven't gone through hedges.
I haven't gone through a hedge.
No.
Not yet. You wait till I get out on the road.
Yeah, I was thinking actually. But...
I just seem to go to pieces.
we'll see. So
anyway, let's talk more about Valley Farm. What's it called?
Bally Spring.
Valley Spring.
Bally Spring. What about it?
Good time.
A bally good time on Bally Spring.
Can I have bees?
Yeah, we can do bees. Yeah, of course we can. We could do, but yeah, we could have done bees on here straight away. But we can do bees.
To do bees right from the start. I want to keep bees.
I think you might be underwhelmed, only because the bees. Once you place the beehives, you don't actually have to do anything. They will produce. But yeah, you get the honey. There's pallets of honey, and you can take honey to sell it, or you can use it for other productions. If you just want to produce honey and sell it, you can. There's a couple of mods where you actually have to go and get pallets of bees. You know, like when you get a new beehive. What's it called? Just and it has to have a queen with it and that kind of stuff. You can kind of do that. But I think there's only one mod that does that. But generally speaking, you buy the beehives, you place them, and then you put a place down for the pallets of honey to spawn on the map, wherever you want to place that, and they will just chug away. They'll carry on making honey for you, and you can buy more and more hives, so you can build up a real big thing and have loads and loads of honey being produced, if you want to do that.
Can I have a beekeeper suit?
If you want to put a beekeeper suit on, you absolutely can. They're in the
awesome
clothing.
I want a beekeeper suit, and I want to keep bees.
It's very hideous, art.
It is very hideous.
Yeah.
I want to keep bees.
Don't want them to get away. I want to keep them.
And I can do your classic dad joke. Oh, beehive.
Hey, yeah. Whenever you're doing bees, it has to be.
You have to do a dad joke.
Always. How are you looking, Phil-wise? What are you looking at?
26%.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Oh, we'll probably get this all done then. Whether we'll get it all into this trailer, I don't know. But I'll take it down and I'll dump it, and we'll see how short we are on the contract. I think we could end up out of pocket on this one, because what we might have to do is I might have to buy some canola to fulfil the contract.
Is that what you do if you manage to not do a contract? Is you buy it?
You'd have to. I mean, to be fair, I might be lucky in that. I need to double check actually. I think I've got the. Yeah, I have. I've got a mod. Farm supplies by the lot, and that's got 5,000 litre pallets of various different things that only cost 1,000 to buy.
You can top up then.
So potentially for 1,000 I could get 5,000 litres, but I don't know if canola is one of the pallets we can do. So what I'm going to do is just double check that, because I don't know. No, don't want that one. I want that one. Let's go to here and go to pallets, and I will just double check. Sorghum, sunflower, wheat, silage. Please tell me there's canola. Canola pallet, yeah. So I'm going to buy a canola pallet, 5,000 litres for 1,000. The problem was we did a full trailer load. It wasn't 5,000 litres, was it? It was.
I think the trailer was pretty full. Yes.
Well, yeah, we'll just have to see how much we think we're short by at the end. If we're short, so what we'll do mine, then we'll do your harvest contract. What we've got to be careful of when we do yours is not selling it all.
Okay.
But then I suppose what we could do, if we're working joint on this, if you don't mind, if we sell it and you've got any extra money you get over the top of the contract, we could use that extra money, because you've already made 5. I mean, technically, what you can do, you could move me that money back, the money you made. So that.
Why would I want to do that?
It's one of the good things about multiplayer being on here is you can transfer money between farms. So if you go back to your farm, you could move me the money, because it went wrong and it wasn't supposed to do that. I don't know why we didn't think. I just got flustered at the end of the last episode and panicked and couldn't work out what had gone wrong. You just drive across the crop. Don't worry about it. We'll get some more.
Can't think, talk, and drive the harvester at the same time.
Yeah. So what we can do is, if it was $5,000 you made, then you could just move me.
I thought it was. I was looking at my money when I logged on this morning, and.
So you could just move me the $5,000, and then I could buy missing crop with. Why do I get a funny feeling you're not going to?
Because I had plans for that money.
Oh, okay. Is that going? You're going to buy your bees?
I'm going to buy my bees with it.
Right, so what we'll do, I'm just thinking we're probably up to about half an hour already. So we'll have to, get down to the other farm.
Time fly when you're having fun?
It does, doesn't it? It's because, like I always say when I'm doing Let's Plays, is that it's different when, like now, we were having a conversation, we're chatting, and I was saying to MrSealyp, did I say in the last episode? I can't remember. Like I say, it feels like such a long time ago. That I wanted it to be like a podcast. So we're just on and we're just chatting about what's been happening in our lives, what's been happening, daily stuff. You asking me questions about what we're doing for the farm, learning how to do stuff, if there's anything you want to know, and you've already been asking stuff. So it's more about that, the conversation, the chat. I know when I'm just doing it on my own, people don't just want to listen to me drone on while I do a harvest. So I tend to try and get more jobs in on an episode. Whereas doing this, it doesn't matter if we do a harvest or 2 harvests, it's fine. You've missed a couple of bits over here.
Okay.
I mean, they're tiny little tufts, you're not going to get very much off them, but just for my own sanity and my own OCD, we probably just want to... There's a bit here where I'm standing. Hello.
I can see you.
And then another one just down here as well.
I would suggest don't stand there anymore.
No, I'm not going to, don't worry. So I know what you're like for your acceleration. So what we can do, if we can get all of what's in your harvester into my trailer, we can leave the harvester here and the farmer will come and collect it. But like I say, you can return them. If you want to go full immersion, you can load up the header, connect the header trailer, you can drive it back to the main store. But in reality, once you complete the contract, the equipment will disappear. It will go back to the farmer. So what you want to do now is raise your header, turn it off, open the pipe. I can come alongside and unload. I mean, yeah, I suppose, you would raise the header. You would probably put it straight back on the header trailer, but there's a thing referred to as stored energy, and if you've got any equipment with hydraulics and stuff like that, you shouldn't ever leave them up because they've got stored energy, and that energy, if anything fails, that will drop. And if anyone's under it or walking past it, so what you would do with forks, hydraulic, anything like that, there are things that are called hydraulic stops. Basically, it's just a metal thing that goes, a sleeve that goes in, you can actually put in. So if you're transporting down the road, if something goes wrong and those fail, the whole lot won't unfold, it won't drop, it won't hit the ground. But in this case, I mean, fully unloaded?
Yes.
You got nothing left? Okay, so I'm now, we could, you couldn't get into this Kubota, could you? It was,
no.
It's up to you. If you want to, you can drive the harvester back. I can take this back and unload it. You can put the header onto the header trailer if you want to, because obviously you can't drive down the lanes with the header on. Or if you want to, you could, in inverted commas, walk back to the store. And
that the header trailer over there?
Yeah, do you want me to move it out so it's a bit straighter, because it seems to have moved into the hedge?
You pushed it in there, didn't you, to make it difficult?
Yeah, of course. Part of your training.
Part of my training. Training on trailers.
Let me just, I'm going to end up in the hedge here because the actual attachment bit is in the bushes. Right.
So you don't get more money for taking the stuff back then?
No, that's actually quite an interesting thing, an interesting concept. I think you should, that would be, because normally you finish the contract and it's just, the equipment just vanishes. But I guess to add that immersion, that realism to it, if you took it back, you got a little bonus for returning the equipment. That'd be pretty cool, actually. No, leave it up. They need the header up because otherwise you won't get it onto the trailer. So what you want to do, you want to try and straighten up as best you can with the trailer. So this is putting onto a trailer, which you'll be doing in a minute anyway, down at the other one. Drive forward and try and line up so the header is pretty much in the middle, so you're equidistant either side. That's it, just nice gentle moves, just move forward, edge forward. If you, actually you're looking pretty straight now actually, if you turn to the left a little bit, that's it, just a little bit, now we'll go forward. When you get to the header trailer, keep going forward, keep going forward. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. If you stop about there, lower the header, and then press X to detach. There you go, back up. There you go, and it automatically puts it onto the trailer. So bang, you're done. If I now detach...
I just follow you back now?
Well, yeah, you can do if you wanted to. You could put the actually, you can drive back as it is, or you can put the header trailer on and follow me, or just follow me in the harvester. You probably want to fold the harvester up now. L1 and fold, so you can fold the top up. There you go. So the top will close down as well. Are you driving from inside in cab?
No, I'm behind.
Oh, okay. It might be a bit easier for going down lanes. So I'm gonna put my beacon on. We good? So what we'll do, I'll stop recording for a moment then. We'll drive. Are you going to pick up the header trailer as well?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Look at you, fancy. You want to do a nice big swing round in the field so you can get out onto the lane a little bit easier. So what we'll see you down at the store.
Oh, don't go.
No, I'm not going yet.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to go.
No,
I was like, I don't know where I am.
I'm talking to the viewers.
We'll see.
Viewers. No, it's fine. We'll see you down there in a minute. I'll unload this when we get down there to see how short I am. And then, yeah, don't worry. Just smash into the header trailer. It's fine.
Don't look at me.
I can see you, and everyone can see because I'm looking that direction. You probably moved the actual bar around, haven't you? So. We made it back in one piece. MrSealyp just going to park up down the grass there because the yard's a little bit busy at the moment. I'm going to take this and unload, and like I say, I'm not sure how this is going to go for my contract because as it stands at the moment, I think I'm, what am I sitting at? 80, yeah, so according to this, I haven't delivered anything yet. So I think I'm going to be short. So, we'll jump in here. And the thing is, this is another lesson. It's that thing of, if you don't harvest everything, or if you make a mistake and take it to the wrong sell point, which is, you can do it, you know, you can take your crop and go to a sell point, start putting in, and you suddenly think to yourself, hang on a minute, my money's going up. If you're delivering for a contract, your money shouldn't be going up. It should be providing for that contract. Yeah, according to this, I've only delivered 58% of what's required for the contract. So yeah, that's not good. But it's that lesson of okay, well, if I do that, what do I do? If you've got another contract for harvesting, you might have some left over. You could offset one against the other, which is fine. But the situation in reality is you might just end up having to buy some if you make a mistake like that. So, MrSealyp, all good?
Yes, MrSealyp.
Right, what you need to do now then is you need to hook up your new harvester. Put your header on, put the header on the header trailer and get ready. You need to also check because I can't. Oh, actually, I can join your farm now, can't I? Or I should join your farm now.
Should we finish your contract first?
I can't finish my contract because I haven't got enough crop. So I can't do anything about that at the moment. So we need to do yours and then I'll have to just mop mine up at some point. Oh, I've got a fertilising job I need to do as well before we finish. Maximise our profits before we leave. Yeah, so what you need to do is put your header onto your harvester, then your header onto your header trailer and disconnect, hook up to your header trailer, but you need to swap back to your own farm now. So if we go into our options menu, go to farms, and you go back to your Calm Your Farm, then I need to join you on Calm Your Farm, then I should be able to help out with yours, and then we won't make the same mistake again. All good?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll switch over now as well then. Are you sure you want to leave MrSealyp? No, don't leave him. Yep, gone. So right. I'm probably not going to be able to see your contract, am I? Did I go past contracts? Did you fail a contract?
Yes.
We made a mistake, didn't we? Because we didn't borrow equipment.
We did, yeah.
Right, where yours is saying fail. I'm just thinking that's not mine, that's yours. Because I've joined your farm now. Right. So on your contracts page, where that one says failed, if you fail a contract or you take on a contract by mistake without the equipment and it says failed, you still need to hit collect. So the bottom where it says collect with a square, you need to collect. You won't get anything because it's failed, so everything's zeroed, but you need to collect it to clear that contract off the list.
Contracts.
Yeah.
Harvesting active, so I need to go to the one that says failed.
The one that says failed, and then at the bottom left it'll say collect with a square. So if you just press collect, that just clears that because it means, because it went wrong and for whatever reason.
Not letting me.
Doesn't say collect.
It says collect. I'm pushing it, but nothing's happened.
That's
It's
weird.
gone now.
Why no? Did it let
Is
me
that
do it?
gone?
Why did it let me
Oh.
do it? Let me see. Let's go to Calm Your Farm. MrsSealyp. Why am I showing as farm manager? I'm not farm manager.
You have ideas above your station.
Do I really want to promote MrsSealyp to be a farm manager? Of course I do. So you should be farm manager. How bizarre. How bizarre. Right,
I'm
there.
trainee. I'm just a trainee.
Right, so your field is where? Where have we got to go to? You've got an active contract on...
Field 6.
Field 6. Where is that in the world? In the wonderful world of Purbeck. Purbeck. Field 6. It's right out where we just were. It's right next to the field I was on.
Oh no!
So
That means I've
much.
got to drive.
We could have used my harvester, actually. Oh no, we couldn't because it's your contract. Yeah, go on then. You crack on. You get your thing hooked up. I'm going to get the your little tractor and trailer. Little Volvo. Nice. I'll get out of your way so you can hook up.
Should I be in this Deutz-Fahr?
Yeah, that's that's from your contracts. That's your contract harvester. It's a much smaller one than the other one, so it should be a little bit easier. This one is a much smaller field, so I really don't think we're going to get enough. We won't get enough crop to sort me out. So I think I'm going to have to end up buying canola to sort my contract out. But that's what they do. Have you hooked up to your header?
Not yet. Do I just drive forward to?
Yeah, just drive forward a little bit. Just edge forward, and it'll come up with the option to attach. There you go. And then what you'll need to do is do what you did before. Oh, actually, it's not too far off, is it? When you hooked up the other one on the field, is just try and get your header as level between either end of this as possible. When you get over it, then disconnect. So you just edge forward. You probably go to the left a little bit. Keep going to the left, keep going to the left. And then straighten up. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much there. Straighten up a little bit. That's it. Straighten up, straighten up. Straighten up, straighten up. Now just go straight from there, maybe. That's it, straighten up. Go forward, keep going forward, keep going forward, keep going forward. Stop there, lower it, back up a bit, back up just a little bit. Just a tippity tap, there you go. Forward again, you went too far. Forward a little bit, just a tad. A bit more. Stop there, right, lower it. And then press X as you lower it. So it will drop onto it and detach. Press X to detach. X, just X. There you go. There you go. Now back up, and you just need to swing around and hook up to your trailer. And we're going to head back out to that field. I think I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and buy those pallets, aren't I? I don't know how many to buy though to fulfill my contract. Canola I'm going to need, aren't I? What does my trailer hold? If I get 3, my contract doesn't pay that much. I'm out of pocket by so much. This is ridiculous.
What are these pallets? Why are those pallets in front of my...
Oh,
Did you just put them there?
Yes, I did. I'm so sorry.
You're creating an obstacle course. Testing my skills.
That wasn't my intention.
What are they?
They're the canola pallets I've had to buy to fulfill my contract because your harvest field isn't big enough. You're not going to have enough left over to help me out with mine.
Well, you need to get rid of them because I can't go around them.
No, I don't know if it's going to fill up. Oh, it's not, is it? Oh, I'm having an absolute mare.
He's having a mare.
I can't put them into the truck. We haven't got a forklift either, have we? Not one that will pick up a 5,000 litre pallet. I want to curl up in a ball and...
Eat chocolate.
No, can't do that.
Yeah, we can. Look at me, look at this.
Did you just go around it?
Precision farming. This is
Precision farming. That is a thing, but it's not. Yeah.
it's
Right.
not what I'm doing.
Okay, so at least what we want to do by the end of this episode is you complete your contract. And that way you've done a full harvest contract. We've done a ploughing contract. There's going to be loads others to do. When we move over to Bally Spring, there's going to be baling and all sorts of stuff we're going to be able to do. You know, we're going to work our way through all different stuff, so you get to use all different bits of equipment. You're going to get to do your bees. We're going to get to all sorts of lives. Remember what I said, nice and gentle, nice and easy. That's it. You want to turn... Actually, you're probably not too far off, actually. You know. Turn to the left. No, right a little bit. No, the other way, sorry, other way, back up just a little bit. That's it, keep back to the top. Then when it comes up with the attach, that's it, straighten up, back up. Got it? Bang.
Look at that, that was almost professional.
Bang.
The fact that I drove around your crappy canola things as well.
Damn, son. Right, okay. Let's go. Right, so we'll do what we did before. We'll skip and we'll see you up there because we need to get this harvest done and we're going to run out of time otherwise because we're another probably 15 minutes in, another 10. So yeah, we're going to run out of time otherwise. You good to go?
Here I come. In a Deutz-Fahr, no less.
Yeah, Deutz-Fahr harvester, yeah.
Do all harvesters steer from the rear?
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any that's... I mean, certain like potato, sugar beet harvesters, some of those ones are all-wheel steer. Can be front wheel.
Forage harvester?
Forage harvesters are rear wheel. Yeah. Not all of them. There probably are some brands that are all-wheel. I don't think we've got any in-game. Isn't that weird? It's not something I've ever actually thought about because you just take it for granted. They're all...
I've never seen a rear wheel, like, not rear wheel, what's it called? Rear wheel drive? Rear wheel steer?
Rear wheel steer, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's weird, yeah. They're all, yeah, they are all rear wheel. Like I say, that's not to say there's not a front wheel steer harvester out there. There probably are. Right, we'll see you up there.
Oh no, it's in the middle of the road.
And MrSealyp will be cracking on with their own harvest, and then we'll see. I'm going to end up just spending more and more money. I'm going to lose money on this deal because I've just.
It's like the story of our marriage.
What?
I'm spending more and more money.
Me? Oh, okay. We are up here at field 6, and this is where we have the next lesson we've just been talking about. We've got a double gateway. They're not always double gateways, sometimes they're single gateways. And here is the dilemma. If you've got a header on a header trailer, as you have, it's a fairly small header on this one, which isn't too bad. But the bigger the header you've got, the less space you've got to get through a gateway. So if you've got a 13-metre header, it's not going to go through this double gateway. Certainly won't go through a single gateway. So the dilemma is you have to get into the field with your header trailer. You've got to disconnect the header and then start harvesting. If you had crop destruction on, doing all of that without destroying the crop. But the problem is there's no space. You literally come in the gate here and there's no room for you to do that. So what I'm suggesting is if you disconnect now, because you've got a fairly small header, you should be able to swing around, pick up your header and get through this gateway, and you should just be able to start harvesting your field. I think your header will fit through this gap. I'll get out of your way because obviously you don't need me yet because you're not ready to unload yet. Always worries me when you go quiet. I suppose you're concentrating, but
I am. No, I'm definitely not up to no good.
I didn't say you were.
I think I'm kind of slowly getting the hang. At that.
There you go. That's what we need to do now. Yeah, back away from the trailer, and you should. If I've gauged this right, you should be able to get. Now you need to line up really straight on this so you can get through the gap. Mind you, head the trailer on the way through. You should be alright. You can always back up. There you go. You got this.
You say that. Unfortunately, when I'm looking, That's it. That's better. The way I was looking, the menu was right over the gate. I thought I can't see it.
That's it. Keep coming.
Right, guide me through, MrSealyp.
Should. That's it. Don't turn yet. Keep coming forward. Just go straight. Go straight. Go straight. Now turn. That's it. Straighten up. Come forward. You might be all right just there. Spot on. Right.
Yay!
Turn on your harvester. Turn on your. Oh, you might need to unfold your harvester first. Don't forget your triangle button because you're over on harvester or you're on your header. You want to be on the harvester. There you go. Bang. Unfold. Then turn it on. And away you go. You can get crack-a-lacking. Or you can turn it off again, it's up to you. That's it, lower your header and away you go.
Up the middle with smoke.
So, we've got this field to do. And what we're going to do by the end of the episode, we're going to complete this field by the end of the episode. So I'm going to cut now and we'll see you again later on when she's almost finished. You saw us harvesting the other one to start the field, but I have to say the difference between what you did in the last episode and this episode is massive. You're driving a bit slow, but there's nothing wrong with that because you're driving slower to make sure you're not weaving backwards and forwards and going in and out of the bushes and trees, which you haven't done anywhere near as much in this episode. Yeah, you got hung up on a tree a little while ago, but that's not the end of the world.
Got my last harvester stuck on a barrel. That was quite amusing.
Well, yeah, but you know, so you are improving. Considering we haven't done a video for over a week, hasn't it? Yeah, over a week. That's not bad at all. So yeah, we'll see in a bit. We'll get this done. What I'm going to do is try and work out. I'm going to get those canola pallets into a trailer. I'll sort something out. So while MrSealyp's getting on with this, I'll go and do that, and I'll try and see if I can get my my contract complete and recover some of it. We'll see what we can do. You're on the edge of the field now.
I am, yeah.
See, you're getting it. And you're going the right way around the field as well, because if you have to open up your harvester, if you have to put your pipe out, your pipe's that side of the harvester, so you'll be on the edge of the field. That's
There's
something.
not much room on the edge of this, I have to say.
No.
There's more room to turn on the last field.
Yes, there's a bit of a gap. You've got a little bit of a verge here. You just got to try and keep your turns slow and to a minimum. And as I said, if you start to turn too sharply, just let your finger off the accelerator. Just stop accelerating. And then just gently straighten yourself back up again, because I think you are going to, you are missing a few bits. That's good. Right, I'm going to go and try and sort out my canola problem.
Your canola problem.
My canola problem.
Your canola conundrum.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can do my thumbnails.
The canola conundrum. Or the canola cock-up.
No. I might have to edit that out. No, it should be all right.
No, you could be all right.
Okay, I'm back on my farm. I've got the 15,000 litres of canola I just had to buy. And I was very lucky that as I got back to the store, one of the locals was there with a wheel loader, which helped me load this up, which is, yeah. I mean, to be fair, what did I just deliver? 11,000 litres. Oh, yeah, 11,000. That said, is it 58%? This should complete the contract.
Did you have to go and put that into the...
Well,
bin thing,
the sell point. I've gone back onto my farm, so this should be me delivering to my farm. So this should complete the contract, and if there is any over and above, I should then get paid. I might be able to recover the 3,000 I just spent out on canola potentially. So if this completes, and then I've got any left over, please complete. 6%. Come on. There you go. Contract on field 7 finished. So I did buy more than I needed to, and made, okay, did make a little bit more than I needed to. That's good. So spending £3,000 out to buy the missing canola, using the farm supplies by the lot. Not only did I manage to complete my contract, I made 7 grand on top of the contract because as
Ooh, that's cheeky.
well, as it turned out, the harvest contract was only worth 3,590, and I spent 3 grand buying missing canola. As it turned out, I probably bought more canola than I needed to. I think I only needed to probably get 10,000 litres. That might have been enough, but in all honesty, it's done now. So I've solved my conundrum. I'm done. I can complete on that. I have got a fertilising contract I need to do.
Oops.
I was just going to say, I have to say, Hunt, you've done an absolutely cracking job on here. I grabbed my fertiliser spreader. Yeah, I grabbed my fertiliser spreader and went off to do that field just behind. You can see field 5. I was just doing that, and then she messaged and said, messaged. She spoke, messaged, and said, I'm nearly done. So, wow, okay. Although you're only using half your harvester header again, it'd be far more efficient if you're using the whole thing. I don't know. How much have you got in your tank at the moment?
38%.
What in litres? What's the number?
3,312.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get it all in this trailer. That's a nuisance. To be fair, if you leave your header on the header trailer this time and just drive the harvester back with the crop in it, if I've got a full trailer, you'll have what's left in your harvester. If we drive both of those down to the sell point, we can unload and then unload from the harvester down there rather than coming back up here again to unload the harvester. It doesn't make sense. I would only do that if you had most of a field left to do. But because you're going off at a funny angle, what you're doing is you're leaving yourself more than a header's width to do when you've just harvested less than a header's width. So you've just got to make sure you're maximising that header width every time you're doing it.
Sure.
But other than that, when you think about your ploughing,
yeah.
when you think about your ploughing, just check because I know you did. Oh no, you've cleaned it up. Wow, okay. Because you missed a bit up this top corner when you first did that road, but you've done it. You've gone back and got it.
I'm a legend.
Right. So if you turn round again, you just missed one little bit at the other end of the field when you did your turn, and that's it. Then it'll be pipe out, and I can take most of what you've got. That's right. What you do, you've got your last bit in. That's it. No, it's up to you. You can turn your header off now. If you put your pipe out, and I'll just unload next to you. You can unload. So your reel, the bit that's spinning on your header is the reel. Your reel is still going, so it means you're still technically harvesting. So you need to turn that off, but not the engine. Just turn off the harvesting portion of it. There you go. Yeah, so how much you got left in your tank?
586. 18%.
Okay, so right, if you just pull in your pipe on that, and then it's up to you. You can bring your harvester header, drive through. If you line up straight through the gateway, you can bring your header through and put it onto the header trailer, or you can just disconnect the header there and just drive the harvester back. So what we'll do when we get back, we'll just unload from the trailer and from the harvester. It just depends if you want to muck around bringing the harvester header back as well. You don't have to. A lot of people don't. Like I say, some people do. You die hard, absolute, this must be as real as possible. Yeah, you wouldn't leave someone's equipment in their field if you've done a job for them. You'd bring it back to their farm or back to the store. But it all depends how you want to go about it. It's another one of those questions, I guess, to ask that you kind of take for granted. Off camera, I mean, generally speaking, I don't. I'll just complete a contract, and I always kind of do it along the lines of the farmer will come and collect the stuff from the field. do people out there, if you're watching, do you take the stuff back to the store, or do you just complete the contract wherever it is and it just kind of gets collected?
Oops.
Right, if you'd have carried on reversing then you're going to hit the gate, be careful. Right, so straighten up, there you go. I'm not sure the farmer's going to want his harvester back.
So I'll keep it.
Nice and gentle. You're going too far. You're going.
No.
Okay, you're just going too fast again. That's all. If you'd have turned earlier and been a little bit slower, you could have done it in one smoother turn. But like I say, I'm not.
Where's the fun in that?
Right, are you right to find your way back, or do you want to?
No.
Or do you want to drive? Actually, do you want to drive the tractor back because it's your contract? So most of it's in here. If you drive the tractor back, you can be unloading at the sell point where we just were, and I'll drive the harvester back.
I will have to follow you though.
Okay. Well, I was going to say you might. Oh, that's right. Because with FS22, as long as you're close enough, when you disconnect, it automatically loads it onto the trailer. It never used to do that. So it's up to you. Are you bringing the header back, or do you want to?
You're driving the.
Okay, if I jump out, you jump into the tractor. I'll jump into the harvester. Oh, tabbing, MrSealyp.
Got that right. Actually, it's. Oh no, hang on, no, it's okay.
I know it's because you can't remember how to walk.
Well, yeah, I do have trouble with walking, but that was more by accident than me being smart, to be fair. But I will follow you back.
Beg your pardon? So the thing to do now, and this is not arrogance or anything like that, is while I'm driving the harvester and you're following me, watch when I'm doing the tight turns and stuff. You coming?
I am, sorry. Oh!
If you watch when I'm doing the turns to see where I'm positioning the harvester and how I'm turning, it's just all about just learning, it's just little bits. It's no difference like when the kids wanted to learn to drive and we go out in the car and they'd sit watching me driving and changing gear and asking me questions, and it's just picking up little bits here and there, and every now and again you just need to ease off a little bit, just take it a little bit slower, and you get to a tight bend. I'm not always accelerating, it's literally a bit of acceleration then back off, a little bit of acceleration and back off, and it's just to. And sometimes I'm not even touching the steering because you just don't need to. Come in?
Yes. Yes, I'm very slow. I do like this little Volvo tractor.
It's nice, isn't it? That came as part of the Platinum expansion. All the Volvo gear. It's a nice little tractor, that. It's got about 140 or 150 horsepower. It's not a bad little tractor. Right. So we'll see what we do what we said before. We'll see you back down at the store. MrSealyp will unload and complete. Why do I turn around every single time now? Just, where are you going? You were so much better with the harvester.
I was. Let myself down. Please stop filming me.
Did you say please stop, or at least you're not?
No, I said please stop.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Oh.
Right, we'll see you down at the store.
Say that.
I know I don't. That's reserved for the kids.
That is for the kids. Right there, look, I'm going in a straight line now.
On a straight bit of road. It's a miracle.
It is. Woo!
She's on her way, should be here momentarily. I brought the harvester down, got the auger out, so when she unloads the 8,000 litres she got in the trailer, she'll then be able to swing round slowly. Why are you in the bushes? Right, nice and slowly. Remember what I said, small
Round to
inputs.
the left.
Well, yeah. It's like you've forgotten how to drive. You can drive the harvesters, but not the tractors. Yeah, come in here. If you go through this,
You're not watching me.
through this gateway, yeah, through this gateway around the back, the sell point is just there. You need to go right across up onto the middle of the grate, and then, like you did in that other episode, well, the last episode, wasn't it? Not too fast. You need to go over it so the trailer's over it, and it should come up with the unload option, which should be R1 and triangle. So yeah, just come across here. You'll probably complete the contract with what you've got in the back, actually.
You think?
Yeah, because there's only 1,500 litres in the harvester, and which you can grab, and then you can just make a little bit of extra money. But it might require that. I don't know. So if you just go forward, nice and slow, keep going until the trailer's over it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right, stop there. Is it giving the option to unload?
No.
No, it doesn't say at the bottom R1 or...
Oh, start overloading.
Start overloading. Yeah, start overloading.
That's right one and triangle.
Yep. You keep an eye top right of your screen.
Yep, there goes my money.
That'll be mine as well. Hang on. Did it say contract complete?
No, not yet.
Well, that's something's gone wrong. Where did you... Oh, what's happened?
£8,254
No, but
harvest income.
You haven't completed the contract. I don't understand what's going on. It's done it the other way around.
What's in your...
Oh no, hang on. It says harvesting completed. So you've completed the contract already. Did you complete? No, you didn't, because it wasn't saying completed earlier. Oh, so it did. Did it not come up on your screen saying contract complete?
No. Do I need to go to my contracts?
Yeah, you're done. Field 6 is saying completed. That might have been because you took some of mine. But no, but you got paid for that, didn't you? Oh, I don't know. But anyway, if you go to your contracts, on the one that says completed...
Need to click collect.
You clicked collect. If we come over to... Oh, no.
What?
It's alright, it's my fault. You said 1,500 litres in the harvester. It's my fault. I told you to collect.
Oh,
if you'd have come and collected... No, because you've collected all the machinery and equipment you use for the contract goes. It's all right. There was 1,000. I mean, you made a tidy bit of money out of that. Actually, you made a tidy bit of money off me, didn't you? £5,000 on the first one, which was my stuff that you got. Then you just made another £8,000. How did that work? I think it's because you delivered my crop for your contract. So your contract then, your contract completed when you finished harvesting the field, and then everything you just delivered was all money in your pocket. I got absolutely stitched.
Do you want to come to the Gucci shop? I'll buy you something pretty.
I've got a fertilising contract to complete, but other than that, I think we're done.
It's been a good day.
It's been a good day. We've done all right. And next episode, we're off to the west of Ireland, MrSealyp.
We are off to the west of Ireland. You're quite right.
To Ballyspring. So
we are.
That was all good. Enjoyed that.
Woohoo!
Do you feel like you're getting better? Do you feel like you've learnt something more and you're getting better each time?
I do actually. I find it easier to drive a harvester than a tractor.
They're a little bit more sluggish on the steering. I think that could be why. But anyway, so next episode then Ballyspring, we'll sort out. I'll be looking at our farm, what our new farm setup is. We can sort out bees straight away if you want to get some bees. We'll look at some of the livestock, and I think there's going to be contract-wise. There's going to be more baling contract work to do.
Ooh,
so there'll be grass work, hay work, silage bales, all that kind of thing. We can look a little bit more into livestock. I think we should get goats straight off the bat, which will make sense because there'll be grass to do. But anyway, there's a whole load of stuff we'll be doing. So, next episode, we'll be in Ireland, in Ballyspring.
Bally-ho, as it were.
Bally-ho.
I thought you were just going to leave me hanging then.
No, of course not. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. We're enjoying it. We've enjoyed it. If you have
enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be our guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.